Hello guys, we're back with another video. This time we have the Transportation Secretary versus the Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg versus Governor of Florida Ron DeSantis. Overall, Pete Buttigieg is in the middle. I mean, he's not as weak as Harris, but not as strong as Biden, so he's kind of that middle candidate in terms of this candidate strength. Overall, I think he'll do the worst in the South and a bit in the Sun Belt, just because I don't think he has good appeals among African American voters or Latino voters, as seen in the primary. He really does better with white voters, and he'll probably do a bit better in the Rust Belt, and maybe even a couple states will do better than Biden in this prediction. We'll see. All right. He doesn't perform well with Latino voters, so Texas and Florida are just off the table for him. I think these will be easily won by DeSantis by likely margins anyway. Florida, it's DeSantis' home state, and in Texas, I think it's going to roughly hold the same margin in the 2024 election, no matter what the margin that Trump won it by in 2020. The states of Iowa and Ohio see them as likely margins. I think Pete would be able to hold them down under 10% Republican victories. Probably do a better in Iowa than Ohio. You might see Ohio go more red, just because Pete Buttigieg just has a huge appeal to Iowa for some reason, especially in the 2020 caucus, which he won against Bernie by a very narrow margin. In Virginia, I see this as a likely state. While Colorado, I think he'll definitely win by over 10%, a lot of liberals in that state. While New Mexico would be only a 4% Pete Buttigieg victory. Well, I see DeSantis doing a lot better with Latinos than Trump could. And I also see this translating into easy victories for DeSantis in the states of Arizona and Nevada. I don't think Pete Buttigieg will be able to stop moderate Republicans here from voting Republican. It's because mainly Trump's off the ballot here and is a new candidate. When they have that option, they'll probably back that Republican who isn't Trump against Pete Buttigieg. And another thing is, Pete Buttigieg isn't really all that moderate, and he doesn't really have that same appeal that Joe Biden does. In the states of North Carolina and Georgia, DeSantis is pretty much sweeping the South here. I don't see any way Pete Buttigieg can be competitive in these states, especially with his lack of appeal to African American populations in these states, I would say. Even Nebraska 2nd, I see narrowly siding with DeSantis against Pete Buttigieg. State of Maine, I see Pete Buttigieg narrowly winning against DeSantis, while DeSantis wins Maine 2nd, and I even think New Hampshire would vote for DeSantis over Pete Buttigieg, just because he isn't Trump, and Trump is very hated in New Hampshire. That's the only reason Pete Buttigieg won it in my last prediction yesterday. And the Rust Belt states, I see Pete Buttigieg still winning Minnesota, while DeSantis wins Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and I see Pete Buttigieg narrowly winning Michigan by probably a 0.5% margin. It could go either way, but I just see him doing a lot better than Harris in this state. So that's my election prediction. It was Pete Buttigieg versus Governor of Florida Ron DeSantis. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.